Hello everyone. How's everybody today? Dirt Road Farmer here. Today we are going to record a two-part video. The first video, part one, is setting up 6 harvesters to run on Courseplay, and they're going to run in the same field. Now, what I would like for you to look at in the picture that you're looking at right now is you've got an even number, that's 6. So when setting up Courseplay, you split that down the middle. So you'll have 3 harvesters running on the left side and 3 harvesters running on the right side. If we had 7 harvesters out there, you would have 3 on the left side, then you would have 1 in the middle, which would be center, and then you would have 3 on the left side. Okay, now to go with that, being we have 6 harvesters that we're going to set up, it goes as follows. If you can see my cursor right there, this would be 1 left, 2 left, and 3 left. Over here, that would be 1 right, 2 right, 3 right. Okay, I know that's going to make a little more sense when we start setting them up, but I wanted you to try to wrap your head around how to set these up and make them all run correctly. Maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. That's the way I had to do it, is I had to visualize where these things were going to run before I could set Courseplay up. So we will get over here in this first one and we'll get it started. We'll get it set up. Now we're not going to run these harvesters on this video. I guess you could say this is kind of a tutorial. So we will bring up our Courseplay HUD, and I hope you can see it. Alright, the first thing that you want to do, if you've used these harvesters before and it's not brand new, if you can follow my mouse and see my mouse down here, there's already a course loaded into this harvester. Okay, you must clear that course out. If you load another course in on top of this course, it's anybody's guess what that harvester is going to do. So the first thing you want to do is this X up here. You want to clear that course. Alright, you see down here now it says there's no course loaded. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to come over here on, well, let's see here. Alright, we don't, well, let's get rid of that. Alright, now we want to generate a course for these 6 harvesters to run on. So we go down here to course generation. Well, first of all, always make sure down here, there's other things that you can do down here in the bottom row, but what you want to do is you want to be on the one that says field work. Down at the very bottom, you'll see it says type field work. Okay, that's what you want to be on whenever you are harvesting. Now we want to generate this course. Okay, if you take your mouse up here, over here is wanting to know currently loaded course. Well, there is no currently loaded course. So we're going to go over here to field 41. Just click on field 41, and now you can see that it's been automatically put in there. All right, starting location. We want to start them at the current location. Starting direction, automatic. Bypass islands. We don't have any islands out there, so there's no reason to bypass anything. And we don't want them to skip rows. Now, multiple tools. We want 6 of them. So I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, where it says multiple tools, you want to put 6 in there because that's how many we're going to do. Working with, Courseplay will detect the header that you have on there, and you just put automatic. Click that, and it'll automatically put your width in there. And that's about all we need to do on this. We'll tell it to generate the course. Okay, up here in field 41, you can see it generated a course. You'll notice they're different colors. Over here is green. So that's where the course is just starting out. And the farther right you go on this, the colors start changing. They change to yellow, and of course you get over here to red, that'll be the end of the course. And that's all those colors mean. That's just how your progress is on the field. Starts out, you've got the whole field. That's green. That's where you're starting. And as you come over, it turns red. Okay, so let's go back. Now we generated the course, so now we got to set these harvesters up to run. All right, but the first thing that we want to do is we want to go up there and save this course. So we'll save this course as, let me see, field 41. Six combines. All right, we'll save that. Okay, so down here now you can see field 41, 6C, 6 combines. We've got that saved. And now we'll start setting up all of the combines. Okay. You notice we've got our 14.2 meter header. It's already in there. Vehicle convoy. We need to have that activated, which it is. It's activated. Minimum distance, 50 meters. That's okay. You can increase that. Let's increase that to 55 meters. Just to show you that you can increase it. Okay, the next one up here, turn speed is 6 miles an hour, field speed's 14. You can increase either one of them if you want to, but they're only going to run 6 miles an hour with these headers. So everything else here is fine. Everything here is fine. If you wanted the straw, then you can click this to activate it, and it would discharge your straw. But we don't want that. And here, everything looks good. We don't need him to fuel or anything like that. Align with first waypoint activated. That's important. He needs to align with that. All right. Now here's where you align your harvesters. You start in aligning them to run the way you want them to run. This one is set up one right. Well, that's not right. If you remember, we've got 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side. This harvester is on the left side and it's in the 3rd position. So we'll set that to run 3 left. Okay. Now, turn on field. We don't need them to turn on the field. So we've got that deactivated. Avoid fruit. Yes, we do not want them to run in the fruit. Okay, we don't need no offsets. Opposite turn direction only when possible. Okay, we can go over here. We don't want him to stop while he's unloading. We want to be able to run alongside him. So if he is stopped, once he starts unloading, then he'll start rolling again and we can run alongside him. So that's where that's at. Okay, then we go to this one. And the only thing that's important here is start at the first waypoint. We want him to start at the first waypoint. Okay, he is all set up, and all we would have to do is hit drive course, and he would take off, start driving his course. Okay, now we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we're on the second one from the end, from the left side. And as you notice here, lane offset, 1 right. No. We'll go over here. And that's 2 left. Now if you can follow my cursor, that's 3 left. And we are in 2 left. Okay. Turn on fields, deactivated. We want him to avoid the fruit, opposite turn direction when possible. Okay, there's nothing to do there except make sure right here that stop during unloaded, make sure that's deactivated so we can run alongside him. And here, start at the first waypoint. All we have to do now, whenever we come back for the second video, is just tell them to drive the course. Okay, now we're in harvester L1. So we want to make sure, this one here's set for 1 right, but we want to make sure we'll move this over to L1, 1 left. Alright, turn on field is deactivated. We want him to avoid the fruit, so that is activated. Opposite turn direction when possible. There's nothing to do there. We got start course at the first waypoint, so he would be set up. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, now this is 1 right. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is go down here, this field wheat. We're going to clear that out. We can't have 2 courses in there. So we'll clear that out. We'll come over to this one and we'll go down and look for our course that we loaded into it, which was field 41, 6 harvesters, a combine. And we're going to click on that, and it loaded it for us. And you do this on every one of them. Okay? And then we'll come across. Minimum distance, we set that for 55. Make sure you do that on all of them. However many you've got running at one time in this one field. Have them run the same distance. Okay. Move right along. Everything is fine there. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do there. Okay, now this one is set for 1 right, and that is correct. That is correct. This is the first one on the right side. If you follow my cursor in between these two, if we had a combine setting here, that would be center. The combine setting next to that, left of that, would be 1 left. We don't have one setting here, so we went from 1 left over here, and this one is set up as 1 right. Okay. Turn on field, deactivated. Avoid fruit is activated. Opposite turn direction when possible. Nothing to do there. Alright, right here you can see that the start course is at the next closest waypoint. We don't want that. We want at the first waypoint. Okay. The only thing that we would need to do now is tell him to drive the course. Alright, now this one is 2 right, and it's already set. It's a 2 right, but you always want to check that, make sure he's in the right position. Turn on field deactivated. Avoid fruit is activated. We don't want him driving in the crop. Opposite turn direction only when possible. Okay, this course, first waypoint, that's where we want him, is the first waypoint. The only thing we have to do is come back and tell him to drive the course. Okay, on this one, we loaded our course. We got rid of the old course, loaded the new course. Everything is fine there except minimum distance. Remember, we set them at 55. That's 55 meters. They'll stay away from one another. So it just keeps them from running into each other. All right, nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. You know, a line at the first waypoint is activated, which is good. That's what we want him to do. All right, now right here, we are on the third harvester on the right side. So we want to make sure we set that one 3 right. If we would have left that setting at 2 right, this harvester and the one next to it would be running into one another. So we've got to make sure that he's in his right lane. That's 3 right. Turn on field is deactivated. Avoid fruit is activated. Opposite turn direction only when possible. Everything is good there. We don't want him to stop while he's unloading, so we got that deactivated. We'll go back here. It's set to start at the first waypoint. That's what we want. So all we would have to do is tell him to drive the course. Okay. In the second video, we will come back and we will fire these 6 harvesters off. I will be following them, chasing them with the grain cart, and we'll have a truck set up over here to haul from, I call it a mother bin, but it's a buffer cart that we will empty into that buffer cart, and he in turn will load the truck. When the truck gets loaded, he'll haul it to the silo and come back, and to reload, he'll reload from that buffer cart. He won't have to wait on us. And likewise, if we have more grain in our cart, we won't have to wait on him to come back. We just empty into that buffer cart. So I hope this has helped you a little bit on learning how to set up multiple harvesters. And I hope you come back and watch me fire off these 6 harvesters and chase them. Until then, this is the Dirt Road Farmer, and we hope to see you on the second video.